Since the release of the revolutionary i8 back in 2014, BMW has been striving to remain at the forefront of both plug-in hybrid and prepreg carbon fiber technology, and the BMW 740i xDrive, as seen here, represents the vanguard of those developments thus far. Designed for business tycoons looking to skirt restrictive emission legislations, the 740i is essentially two cars in one, an electric car with an extended zero-emission range as well as a continent-crushing cruiser with searing straight-line performance. It's a compelling combination that BMW hopes will be popular in the rapidly growing plug-in hybrid market. In the name of downsizing, BMW has opted to base the drivetrain around its already excellent 2.0-liter, four-cylinder twin-power turbocharged petrol engine. However, to give the 2-ton saloon a bit more shove, the twin turbocharged unit has been retuned to produce a whopping 265 bhp and 295 pounds-foot, making it the most powerful four-cylinder petrol engine ever used in a series production BMW. Mated to a specially developed 8-speed Steptronic automatic transmission, which is also fitted with a 111 bhp electric motor, the combined reserves of 322 bhp and 369 pounds-foot are channeled to all four wheels, allowing this 7 Series to complete the run from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 5.3 seconds. It's a clever powertrain, and one that also provides the driver with a choice of 2 eco-focused driving modes, Auto xDrive and Max xDrive. In the former mode, the car shuffles power between the petrol engine and battery like a traditional hybrid, while in the latter the car runs purely on electric power until it reaches 87 miles per hour. In addition, 3 adaptive chassis settings also affect the way the hybrid transmission works. Comfort mode delivers a smooth power delivery by carefully balancing the outputs of both power units. Sport mode sees the electric motor and petrol engine work together to deliver maximum performance, and Eco Pro mode is designed to maximize the car's electric range. Depending on the settings, the 740i is claimed to be capable of a pure electric range of 29 miles and a combined economy figure of 113 miles per gallon. Despite the multiple drive modes, the 740i is no harder to drive than a diesel 7 Series. As long as the car has charge, you simply press the starter button, drop the transmission into drive and pull away in complete silence. It's a serene experience that feels perfectly in tune with a car of this type. Depress the throttle pedal farther and the electric motor powers the BMW up to B-road speeds with minimal effort. It's an impressively flexible electric unit and one that endows the 740i with a level of low-speed refinement that its diesel-powered siblings can't hope to match. Air suspension fitted to both axles also does an impressive job of smoothing out undulating surfaces and isolating rear passengers from the outside world. Switch the adaptive chassis settings from Comfort to Sport, and while the 740i is far from being an engaging driver's machine, there's fun to be had hustling it down a country road. The steering is direct enough, the four-wheel drive system provides heaps of traction, and the chassis has an intrinsic balance that competitors such as the Mercedes-Benz S-Class struggle to match. Combined with rapid straight-line pace, the Carbon Core 7 Series is a well-polished and well-rounded machine, for most of the time. Unfortunately, like all plug-in hybrids, the 740i is not completely without fault. We're pretty confident that you could get near the claimed 134 miles per gallon figure if you drove carefully and charged the BMW every time you stopped, but that's not realistic. But on our recent journey from London to Paris, for example, we only averaged 34.2 miles per gallon. Ultimately, if you're doing a lot of miles, a diesel still makes more sense. Depleting the battery like we did on our trip also leads to another problem. With no electric motor to drive you away from the lights, what you're left with is a 2-ton car powered by a rather gruff-sounding 2.0-liter petrol engine. Granted, the active engine mounts do a good job of isolating the cabin from vibrations, but the oral harshness of the highly strung 4-pot is hard to ignore. Thankfully, in this long wheelbase version you escape from the noise up front by sitting in the well-appointed rear. With heated, massaging seats, twin screens and a snap-in tablet computer, it's a relaxing place to sit, and the 4,675 pounds Bowers & Wilkins sound system fitted to our car sounded superb whether or not you see that as good value. However, for any airport chauffeurs who are currently tempted by the idea of a luxurious cabin and low-cost city driving, just be aware that the 740L's 420-liter boot is 90 liters smaller than you get in the standard diesel or petrol 7 Series. That's because the lithium-ion battery pack now sits under the rear seats, forcing the fuel tank back and above the rear axle. For hotels and businesses that operate within congested cities, the idea of running a fleet of low-emission 7 Series must be compelling. Its reduced boot space is unquestionably a limitation, but it's a small price to pay for a vehicle that combines zero-emission running with strong real-world flexibility. For private buyers, the 740L xDrive is more of a niche prospect. If you're covering lots of miles on a regular basis, you'll rarely see the benefit of the electric motor. But then again, the fact that you don't have to pay much of a premium for this plug-in over the diesel makes that pill significantly easier to swallow. The gap between a 740L xDrive and 740LD xDrive is just 130 pounds. Ultimately, the 740L xDrive is a truly brilliant technical achievement that provides almost all of the benefits of an electric vehicle with very few of the downsides. If this is the future of luxury travel, we're ready for it.